Again. I am Paula Andrea Pyle, your host, and I will be visiting with you in the next 50-some minutes and just stringing together whatever happens. If you've been with me before, of course, you know the drill, and if you haven't, I welcome you to join me for this hour in showing you that everything in your life is connected. Every person that you're involved with, every occupation that you are currently engaged in or have been engaged in, all had something to do with your particular path. I do want to welcome Mitzi back again on the camera, and Sandy on the soundboard, and Emmy and the rest of the folks that join us during this wonderful, wonderful hour. Okay, wonderful. Why do I say it's wonderful? Because we are alive and participating in it. We are alive and participating in life. I see Sandy did it to me again. She loaded down the table with all of my books and just a few books from someone else. So I'm going to have to pull the material from me, in fact, today. And let's see some of the books of mine that she has up here. The Subject of Desire, that is available on Amazon, and it's also available on my website. Any of these are. So what do? We've got Mode of Cosmic Therapy, Esoteric Psychoanalytic Map of Astrological Houses. We have Just Around the Corner. We have, let's see what this one, let me see what she's rounded up here. She's got, Mode of Cosmic Therapy, Art, and Dr. Ben, the Name Doctor. My goodness. She's even got the Mayan book up here, Mitzi. Isn't that something? That is truly something. Let's see. Yeah, it's the Mayan book. Sure is, all fully animated. All right, so what are we going to do for today? Well, first of all, I have no idea what we're going to do. That's why I enjoy doing this show so much, because you see it and hear it and feel it and experience it just like I do. When the microphone falls off in the floor and I pick it up, that's it. That's life. We don't practice it, we don't anticipate it, and we don't get upset when it happens. We just have a wonderful time because, let's start the show off with this, Mitzi. If I can find me a marker. You are in the middle of fun. Okay? So if your life is not fun, it's because you are not in the middle of it. I started the show with saying it's such a wonderful, that looks like an A, doesn't it? I like that. Looks like an A. Huh. Andrea. I like that A. Anyway, you're in the middle of it. I started off the show with saying that this is a wonderful show, a wonderful hour, because we are participating in it. We are alive and engaged in the moments that are going to be afforded us. Okay? So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. FU for understanding. For understanding. Nothing. You like that? You like that, Mitzi? Because we all think that we have an understanding, or we seek to have an understanding of things, and we really don't. The only way we can understand anything, the only way, is to stand under it. We've got to stand under it. And in order to stand under it, we will be below our current ideas. We're going to be below our current ideas. Okay. Below, below, below. Mitzi, throw me one of those hats. Just choose whichever one you want to. think I'm going to take on a hat today. What I want? I want an 8, 1, 2. So we've got a 1, we've got a 10, we've got an 11 going on here. So I'm going to have a relationship of some sort by assuming this hat, this personality. This personality. What's that song, Personality? Which one? You want that blue one? Give it to me. Let's do it. All right, let's see. Okay, you like that one? We got blue going on here. We got blue sky, blue ocean, blue mood, and blue moon. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone. Okay. That's the moon. Now let's see what we're going to fill it with. Let's fill it with, I didn't bring my sunglasses. Mitzi? Okay, we're going to do it without sunglasses. All right, I'm going to take, at random, some of these books of mine, and you're going, what am I doing? Mitzi's telling me something, waving, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm going to just pick at random anything. I'm not looking. See, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. In fact, Mitzi, to make it more interesting, lay down that those earphones on your head and come here. Come here, my darling. We're just going to shake this thing up a little bit. I want you to do the same thing. Come on. Just do the same thing. Just flip through them pages anywhere you want to stop and throw your finger on any line you want to. Anywhere you want to, darling. Doesn't make any difference to me. All right, good enough. All right, we're starting with the word because. Woo, she's starting with the word because. She's starting with the word because. I think she's starting with the word because she's saying be the cause. Be the cause. Let's see. Be the cause. All right, what have we got? Well, I can put on these glasses. Yes, we'll put on these glasses. All right, because you feel so totally unworthy. Wow, that doesn't sound like much fun. Because you feel so totally unworthy, you spend unnecessary moments. I think we talked about a moment on that other page. These moments of life. Okay, let me see. Get back in here. Because you feel so totally unworthy, you spend unnecessary moments dwelling in a place that does not, nor did not exist, as you presently remember. Memories. You have aggrandized the situation, making it bigger than Jupiter. Wow. By way of time and self-inclination, the story of your long sought after or continually trying to bury the past grows larger than mammoth size when retelling the story to yourself and others. The truth is, your memory is downright sickening. It's high time you put it to rest. Because you refuse to let go of the glorified past, your present life is somber colored needlessly. You are actually caught up in what appears to be a vice grip. You are submerged in fear and doubt, unable to make or follow any sort of logical progression decisive action, blaming others for your lack of self-determination. Now, I don't know if you can zero in on this photograph or not, Mitzi. Maybe you can. Can you? Yeah. Very good. Okay, keep coming. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Okay. Back up. All right. This is a picture that I took at random in the mountains. And I want you to look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. You get a few seconds to look at it. All right? What I want you to tell me, Mitzi, and I will relay it to you folks, what is the one thing that you saw in the photograph? Oh, I don't want, the house was obvious. Give me something else. That was obvious. That's what happens. We see the obvious. We don't look for the things that are not so obvious. What was one more thing you saw?
Surroundings.
What?
Surroundings.
You got to give me a word. That's cheating. She's saying surroundings. That's cheating. Give me a word. Okay, I'm waiting.
The Pepsi truck.
Woo! You saw a Pepsi truck. Now, how many of you remember the Pepsi truck? How many? Answer me. Send it to me. How many of you remember the Pepsi truck in the photograph? On which side of the paper was the Pepsi truck located? You're facing it. Which side? How do you spell left? I completely forgot how you spell left. Isn't that a doggonest thing? Left. L-E-F-T. I wanted to put an L in there. 12. Okay. Okay, so you're saying it was on the left side. Okay? Now I put that picture towards you. So you're saying it was on the left side. Yes? Are you going to stay with that? How much of the word Pepsi was written on the truck? She says, can she see it again? All right. We are talking about memory. We are talking about the moon and how it influences bodies of water. The first body of water that it influences is the human body. And the way that it influences the human body is through vibrations, distorting memories. Did that house have a porch? Mitzi saying yes. Did it have anything on the porch?
Stuff up there.
She's saying it had stuff up there. What color was the house?
Beige.
She's saying beige. House. Let's do some numerology to see what we're talking about. Okay, we're talking about a 14, and we're talking about a 9, we're talking about a 23. A 23 is, of course, 5, it's activity, and you know I've told you all the time, it's experience, but most of all, it's vibration. Now, if we can't remember what side of the picture that Pepsi truck was on, or we can't remember what kinds of stuff was on the porch, and that was only a few minutes ago. How dare we say that we can recall something that has occurred 15 years ago? There's been a lot of time that has passed since now and then. A lot of time. Okay? Maybe now you are 40. Maybe then you were 15. 25 years have passed, or so it seems. Whatever you felt at 15, you do not feel at 40. Whatever life's experiences you had at 15 are not the same that you've had at 40. So when you tell the story of what occurred back then at 15, you are telling it from 40 years old, with all of this accumulated time in the meantime. Now, let me go back, because we're talking about having fun. You know, it'd be wonderful if you'd had fun for 15 years. But you said, based on what you pulled, that there are unworthy times, unworthy occurrences, unworthy feelings that have accumulated. And the reason I use feelings is because we're using, the moon, and the moon represents feelings. And Jupiter. Now, Jupiter expands everything. Everything. Depending upon where Jupiter is in your chart will determine, this is one aspect that can be said that it does. It's not absolutely definitive, but wherever Jupiter is at in your chart will determine how big your hips are. And also, it will contribute to, I like this, contribute to the influx of contrasting feelings